look, if you are one of these people that, decides that they want to change and then they change their mind afterwards, then this video is for you. So if you think about the decision-making process that you are in right now with your addiction, inactive addiction, what do you think rules your decision-making at this moment? You think it's you? You think it's your ego? You think it's your monkey brain? You think it's the addiction? What do you think rules your decisions at this moment? And so, how are you surprised that after making a smart decision, that you're finally ready to attack this topic, right? To get going, to start working on the root of your problem. What do you think happens after you've made that decision? Everything will be thrown at you. All the thoughts why you shouldn't start, all the thoughts why it's better for you to stay where you are, all the feelings why it's better for you to stay where you are. You will literally be sitting there torn between left and right, and the addiction will win every single time if you're not capable of overriding this moment. This is where you need your strength, your spiritual strength that you've been so disconnected from. But I know for a fact that it's simmering somewhere deep down in you, because otherwise you wouldn't have started talking to me. It's not because you are at some deep fucking low point and you're literally hurting and you have no fucking clue what to do next, and like everything seems to fall apart. That's not why you reached out. You reached out because your soul is telling you, man, and woman, it's time to change. It's time to do something about this. You're meant for something greater than this. There's a different path for you in this life. Not this one, not self-destruction, not self-pity, not shame, none of this. There's a life filled with purpose waiting for you out there. There's a life filled with family waiting for you out there. There's a life with a mission waiting for you out there. A healthy lifestyle, healthy environments, healthy friends. Your soul is literally pushing you to go down that route. And as soon as you make that decision, you're denying your soul path. You're denying and not basically allowing your higher purpose to come through. This is where you need to be strong, and you need to be able to override all these signals that are trying to keep you where you are at, and that try to keep you in this narrative, and that try to keep you in this way of life that you've been living for so long. Once you've made that decision that it's time to change, follow through with it. You don't have to do it with me. I repeat myself every single time. You don't have to go and work with me. Find someone that you resonate with. Find someone that understands your problem. Find someone that works multidimensionally, that doesn't just work on the mental, that doesn't just work on the subconscious, because it won't be enough in the long run. I can tell you that for sure. Work with someone that understands your problem and that has walked the walk and that lives the life that you want to live. You're not going to go and work with a financial advisor that is broke. You're not going to do that because it's just stupid. Because he's full of shit. You know that that whatever he's talking about doesn't work, because it clearly doesn't work for him. So why would it work for you? Simple equation, right? Work with someone that has walked the walk. Work with someone that has gone through addictions themselves, not someone that has studied it in a book. I've worked with all of these people. I've gone through all of these programs. I've seen all of it. It doesn't fucking work. It's based on research. It's based on, biased stuff. And it's not the real world. But anyways, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I'm just giving you my personal advice and my personal opinion on this. Because, it took me a few years to figure it out. And so I'm giving back, This is all free content. I'm not charging anything for this. So you can take it or leave it, right? But I'm just telling you, the addiction and everything that's attached to that, let's just call it the addiction, will try to keep you where you are at. And so it will keep yapping into your ear that this guy is not good at it. This guy doesn't know what he's doing. This is too expensive. How much are you fucking spending on blow every week? Have you actually written it down once? Do that. How much are you spending per month on your fucking addiction? Include the alcohol, include the pills, include the downers and the uppers, include the blow. Is it 4 figures? Yeah? Surely is. On average, my clients spend about $400 to $500 a week. The ones that do blow. That's on average. Okay? And I would say that's a low estimate, to be honest. But anyways, especially when you're self-medicating, especially when it's combined with ADHD symptoms, and doesn't matter, right? But anyways, I'm saying, write that number down. Imagine you can half that number in the first 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even earlier, depends on where you are at. What does that do? It opens up 1K. It opens up 500. It opens up 2K after 5 weeks, after 4 weeks. It opens up 2.5K after 6 weeks, 8 weeks. It opens up 8K after 3 months. Really depends, right? But do that calculation for a moment, because I can get you there. I can get you there that you won't be using anymore, and you will cut down on these costs, and you are able to invest that into the program. Do you prefer to stay where you are at, or do you want to invest into your health, into your family, and into your well-being, and into your future? And you want to build back your business because you've been fucking it up these last couple of months, and you're fucking up your relationships with your loved ones, you're fucking up your health. Are you sure you don't want to do this? Are you sure it's worth for you to stay where you are at? Because I don't think it is, You can fucking do all these calculations in your Excel for your business, but you've never done it for your consumption of drugs. Do it. You've been hiding from that. You've been pushing it aside, I know, because it's a difficult one, and you don't wanna admit it to yourself. But do that for a moment, and then just think logically for a bit. Do you want to invest into your future, or do you want to keep investing into your demise and into your destruction? That's the decision you have to make right now. And once you've made that decision, then pull through and push through with it, and don't stop. And I will help you with that if you want my help. That's what I'm here for. But I'm not gonna be fucking texting back and forth with you for 2 weeks and listening to all these excuses and stuff, right? I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that that person that is gonna push you and ask you every day, hey man, what's going on? I'm not that salesperson, because it's not applicable to this relationship that we're gonna have, right? Like, it doesn't work that way. You have to be into it 100%. You have to show up to the calls. You have to do the homework, so-called. You have to do the supplementation. You have to follow through with the protocols, right? Like, you have to be into it. I'm not gonna push you into a program where you're not 100% behind it. And I'm not talking about that inner voice that you have, right? That's constantly telling you that it's the wrong decision. I'm not talking about that. Like, once you've made that decision, it's a decision that you've made and it's the right one, right? All that other shit is just insignificant. You should ignore all that bullshit. You will never get anywhere if you always listen to this fucking monkey brain yapping, Believe me. So, listen in. Try to find a sober moment, if that's possible. Go into nature. Go for a walk in the forest. Breathe. Do some box breathing of 4 seconds. If you've never found out what that is, just Google it, and that's it, think about that. Listen to your heart, listen in on it, listen to your soul speaking there, and shut off the mind for a second, okay? It's the only way you will get out of this. If you keep on staying where you're at, you will fuck up your body in a way that it will take forever to get back on track, Your brain is not indestructible. Believe me. The damage you're doing to yourself, especially when you're in your mid 30s, end 30s, early 40s, mid 40s. Like, we're not 20 anymore, like, your body is not the same. You've accumulated all these toxins over the years, may it be a glyphosate or the heavy and soft metals like mercury and aluminium and all that shit. It's just accumulating and compounding. It's blocking a lot of shit in your body. Mercury blocks all your proteins and all your peptides in the body. We have a couple hundred of those, and it blocks those. What do you think happens over time? Just one that I'm mentioning right here. You're fucking eating the sushi all the time, the raw fish, and it's everywhere. So that's just one compound. You know what to do. Deep down, you know what to do. Reach out via Instagram, DM me, and let's get going. And if you don't want to do it with me, it's absolutely fine. Wish you all the best on your journey, but please get to work. Please get to work.